Finally, this marks the finish or the completion of the project, the build, let's say. The final touches, the details that make all the difference. Pulling these off is so satisfying. You always know when you're putting the graphics on the car, it must be ready to roll. Polaris RZR. Looks absolutely sick. So f***ing happy with this build. All come together so nice. I think all the different parts we put together, the different sponsors, Bar Designs, CageWRX, KMC. I mean, it looks absolutely sick. It does. And of course, Polaris and Temecula Motorsports for the car. But it looks f***ing wild. We just need to go get it dirty. So I'm just gonna go as hard as my hands will go, as far as my hands will let me. I'll stop there. I think I'm gonna end up where Carl said. Carl told us that when he runs a car normally, or one of his suspension tuning guys, Wayne, he likes to put the secondary platform all the way up to the primary platform. So really, the springs can do what they want. They don't ever engage from one to the other by a setting. They just are always. So it naturally will squash the primary first because it's a softer one. It will squash that first, then it will squash secondary, just by science. I'm winding down the platform on the primary spring to raise the car up. The top primary platform is 1 inch down, the secondary platform's in the same spot. Razors work in a crazy way. They have electronic suspension, electronic damping control. They call it live valve on a Razor. And basically, I've jacked it up, lowered it down, and it didn't go down. It didn't go down because it doesn't know I've done it yet. Didn't know I've done it yet because I didn't turn it on. Watch this. How wild is that?
Turn your steering a bit, a couple times.
Oh, even more. Now it's gone down to the ride height, probably not high enough still, but I had to turn the ignition on to get the live valve to activate to drop the suspension. Crazy. Liam's fact of the day.
That's now going the other way, so.
Is it really your first time? The Razor build is completed, and as far as I'm concerned, the most important thing to do once you complete something, you've got to test it. So we have spoken to Glen Helen Raceway out here in California. They very kindly said we can come out there and rip around, take some photos and whatever, show you guys the testing, but ultimately check everything works. So we've just loaded it up now. We've loaded up the Razor. Obviously we've loaded up the Mini because we take the Mini everywhere because you never know what you're gonna need. So yeah, we're gonna head out there now. It's like late afternoon. We're gonna get out there, hopefully get some cool shots in the sunset and see how awesome this bad boy performs. We've just pulled up at Glen Helen Raceway, which is a super famous in like the action sports, dirt racing and motocross, like super famous venue. It's been a long time. I've been here a lot of times. I've driven loads of things here actually. I've actually raced nitro cross here in 2021, which is really cool. We're gonna go over to the track in a minute. I don't really remember where to go. I used to come out here with Andrea and Hot Car when I was younger. But I don't know where I'm at, and I'm here on my own today, so I'm just going to go over there, and the Glen Helen sign is over there on the motocross track, so I'm going to start over there and work my way across from there. But yeah, we're here. I'm just going to get in, get my helmet and stuff on. As always, helmet on, visor down, and see how this thing works. I mean, I don't sound like it, but I am very excited. I'm super excited how it looks, and I'm super excited to see how it works. motocross track, and now I want to go check out the truck track. It might be more, we've lowered this down, and that's just, the idea of all this was testing. Well, to test, to go harder around the motocross track, I need to come up, raise the car up, because it's really banging on the big bumps. Truck track will be smoother, because the motocross track obviously is the bumpiest place. We have a small problem, we only have 2 miles of fuel left. Super cool place to drive, like the environment is like sick. The scenery around this place, I think the reason why it's so famous, because like, it's in the mountains in California, it's like awesome location. Here's the start line, that's all asphalt for nitro cross. So on Glen Helen racetrack, the only thing that's asphalt on the whole track is the start line. We will start on here, and this is the racetrack. We'll take a slow cruise round first and look around and The motocross track is like iconic. Like there's the Glen Helen sign behind you, now behind me. Like this is iconic. Like look at the view from here, is wild. We've got the RZR out here. I'm so happy how it looks. It looks fucking awesome. To bring it out here and try it out was like the ultimate playground, test ground, whatever. So we did a little bit of jumping, a little bit of sliding around. We're gonna get some photos in front of the Glen Helen sign and with the crazy view around here. Then we broke onto the short course track, which like is me. That's like my, it's like short course is my favourite sport in the whole world. Like racing the truck around a short course track, there is nothing like it. The Pro R does not do a bad job though. We went around the short course track. They've got it set up for like smaller trucks, I think at the moment. I'm not sure. Like it's almost like little rallycross track. It was perfect for the RZR, for the UTV. Yeah, and that was like a lot of fun. Works perfect. It took a beating. I basically didn't lift the throttle for 10 minutes flat. I'm kind of like happy how I was going around there. I want to check my lap times versus the guys that normally race around there because it felt pretty fast, to be honest. Run it till there's zero gas in it, zero fuel. The thing's flashing, telling me to stop because it's out of fuel. We meant to be doing stuff with the Mini, but the RZR's killed it. Don't need to. Fuck, sick.
Good idea of that, wasn't it? Come the fucking bollocks. I'll tell you.
Brake! Sick!
Do it again, you didn't flip it.
Yeah. Right, we're just letting ourselves out of Glen Helen now. This is the closure of the RZR build video. We've just finished up out here at Glen Helen. Ben is just trying to open the gate to let us out. Not going very well, so I'm going to try and drag this out a little bit. We had a great time. Ben did a great job building the RZR out. I'm so happy with how it turned out. Thank you to all the sponsors that sponsored all the parts to us. Crazy to think that we just put this thing together with no time, like no planning whatsoever, because that's how this rolls. Thank you very much for watching. The cars are rolling out. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and keep on supporting this because you're making it happen. We're having a great time. We hope you are too. Thank you very much. My favourite job. Second to strapping. My favourite job, strapping cars onto trailers. My second favourite job, cleaning cars with a quick detailer for photo shoots. We're inside CageWRX right now. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but it's super cool in here. All the jig tables and the jig frames with all the cages on, and then behind me or in front everywhere is CNC machines. I had no idea it was this advanced, so they do things properly here. Put it all in the machine as primary material and it comes out ready to go. So that's the way to do it. I just had no idea. All these fancy CNC machines. So that's a dream build. That's for sure for anyone. That's a dream build. It's the ultimate car. Like it's got everything you could want to do to one. I'd probably be too scared to drive it, knowing that I'd break it. Burn Ben, absolutely burn him. So we pulled up at CageWRX, as I already explained, to show them the build, the finished build. But what we have now here is Johnny from CageWRX has pointed out that we actually didn't complete the install. So Ben, you're gonna have to see how this goes down because apparently they've got loads of bags of stuff which we didn't put on the car. So we're just gonna finish the build now. We're gonna finish the roof install because it started to rattle and I didn't want to say anything. But now while we're here, we're gonna finish off Ben's job. Or I can just be really nice and say, hey, no, I'm just joking. We're just checking it all over for you, Ben. Nice touch. There was 2 holes on the front of the cage and it's my bad actually, not Ben's, because when I picked up the cage, Johnny explained to me these 2 holes here are for this badge right here, and you've got to, once you powder coat it, put it on afterwards so it doesn't get powder coated the same colour. That stayed in the bag and didn't get fitted, so when I turned up, Johnny was like, hey, what happened to the badge? Like, oh, Ben obviously forgot to put it on, but that was my bad. So, very kindly fitted this. Looks super cool on the front.
Damn it, Ben.
And I think we've got like a couple bits in the door. This one right here, that's just straight Ben. My man Johnny said, well, that's Ben's deal. So
I guess what we got to do next is make a how-to video on how to put a riv nut in a door too. Yeah. I got you, Ben. Wait, how big is Ben? Wait, how big is Ben?
Yeah. Way bigger than me. Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Ben. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I was thinking that Ben might get a bit. How big is Ben? Funny you should say that. You're not going to know anyone bigger. That's for sure. We're playing around, Ben.
We're good, Ben.
Probably. This one good?
That one feels good. I didn't look at it completely.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Ben did it right.
I'm sure Ben did everything perfect. Oh, see that? Magic! Look at that bad boy.
Nice when you got the right tools.
It is. Ben did not have the right tools. Oh, fucking, that's like silk. Mwah. Doors fitted properly now, Ben. Roof fitted properly now. Done the photos inside. We've got some super cool shot with the CageWRX shop car and this car as well. Got some other stuff we're going to plan. So yeah, well worth the trip. Let's load this bad boy back up. What's up, guys? We just broke into Glen Helen Raceway.